said, King Leon got nothing on me. Y'all gotta see it. It's really good. You know who's got the hardest job tonight? Javier Bardem and his wife are both nominated. Now, if she loses, he can't win. He is crying at Will Smith wins, but please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. All right, so I'm sure everybody probably has heard about this, maybe not, I don't know. Will Smith is going to get up right after that joke and smack Chris Rock in the mouth. Either smack him or punch him. I think he smacked him. He made a joke about G.I. Jane. It's a 97 movie with the lead female character shaved her head bald, and so he was making fun of Jada Pinkett Smith's bald head. And she didn't like it. You know, you could tell she was just kind of like, ooh, that was not a nice joke. It was an insensitive joke. Apparently she has alopecia, and I'm not for sure about alopecia, but I, saw an interview. She was talking about it in December and shit. So she's clearly, insecure about it. And I don't know if it's bad as cancer, but it's, from an illness. And this isn't the first time that Chris Rock has actually made a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith. He made a joke about she had boycotted the Oscars for it being too white for 1 year. And he said that's like me not, it's like me boycotting Rihanna's panties. I wasn't invited. So here we go. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me. It's like saying, out your fucking mouth. Wow, dude. Yeah, it was a G.I. Jane joke. Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. I'm going to, okay? Okay. So he's a little stunned, and he's going to make a joke about it being the, best night or the, biggest historic night for television or some shit like that. Keep my wife's name. Interesting about, Will Smith, you had the show, right? The Fresh Prince from Bel-Air. Fresh Prince from Bel-Air. What happened to the mother when that was like a nice, strong, dark black woman, and then all of a sudden you had like this real weak, light-skinned brown woman that was replaced her mid-season. What the hell is that about? Now it's kind of like, okay, Will Smith has got a little bit of a temper. Now you're going to have Denzel Washington that's actually going to get in between these two guys, I hear, because Chris Rock apparently went to apologize. He went to apologize to the Smiths, and then, Will Smith is going to kind of apologize to, everybody, anybody and everybody, and he's kind of, let me read some of the words that he had said. So he's saying, I'm being called, he's going to win for Richard, Williams, King Richard. So he's going to win Best Actor, Best Actor. What an actor. He is such a fine actor. The Academy says he's a fine actor. So, he says, Richard Williams is a fierce defender of his family, and this time in my life, in this moment, I'm overwhelmed by what God is calling me to do. And be in this world, I'm being called on in my life to love people, to protect people, and to be a river to my people. I know to do what we do, you got to be able to take abuse. You got to be able to have people talk crazy about you in this business. You got to be able to have people disrespecting you. You got to smile. And you got to pretend like that's okay. But Richard Williams, what I love, thank you. Denzel said to me a moment ago, at your highest moment, be careful. That's when the devil comes for you. I want to apologize to the Academy. I want to apologize to my fellow nominees. This is a beautiful moment. I'm not crying for winning an award. It's not about winning an award for me. It's about being able to shine a light It's about all the people. He said about his cast and crew. He concluded being able to love and care for my mother, my family, my wife. Thank you for this honor. Thank you for this moment on behalf of Richard and the entire Williams family. Thank you. Hope the Academy invites me back. Thank you. So, she did some interview. I'm not for sure. Alopecia. I'm not for sure what's going on with alopecia. But even if it was just a flu, right? If you got an ailment and then I don't know. That sucks. I feel like it was insensitive because I freaking love Jada Pinkett Smith. I freaking love Jada Pinkett Smith. She came out of Menace to Society, right? Jada Pinkett Smith. It was about her. You got to get your shit together, right? So, and then you had Jason's Lyric Demon Knight, the Nutty Professor. When the Nutty Professor was getting shitted on by the comic, and then she just like give her like a real like ultimate bitch face, like what the fuck you fucking doing? I mean, I don't think she was like that fucking cold, but you could tell it was like, man, we're here to have a good time, and you just said that. So I could see some people said Will was laughing, and all of a sudden I could see sort of how it went down. He was laughing, trying to have a good time, made a joke, G.I. Jane. He understood the joke, got the joke, saw that she didn't like it, saw that he had laughed at her expense, like from the gut, like, oh, I can't believe I said that. So with Chris Rock, laughing like from the inside of his gut, and then seeing that his wife didn't appreciate the joke too, I think, and then him finally getting the joke. It takes a second. I think everybody else is just like, I'm just laughing to go along with everybody else. Is that? But anyways, yeah. So I think that's what happened. She was in Maniac McGee, Matrix Reloaded, Matrix Revolutions, Collateral, Madagascar, Welcome, Scream 2, Set It Off, Welcome to Hollywood, Return to Paradise, Princess Mona. I can't believe it's one of my all-time favorite books, Maniac McGee. Maniac McGee. He didn't understand that, on one side's the blacks and one side's the whites, and so he just kept on going back and forth, not realizing his place. The Christmas Caper, Reign Over Me, The Women, The Human Contract, Madagascar, Escape to Africa, Mary Madagascar, Men in Black 3, Madagascar 3, Madly Madagascar, Penguins of Madagascar, Magic Mike XXL, Bad Moms, Girls Trip, Angel Has Fallen, and The Matrix Resurrections. So, I haven't seen all those movies. I just saw her in Menace to Society, The Nutty Professor, and she's beautiful. Carla Purdy. Yep, she played Carla Purdy. And so I feel like I'm looking at from a woman's perspective. I feel like her looks are are important, but it's not the everything and end all be all. But I could see how going from Carla Purdy to having no hair, and it's not by her choice. It's not like she did this intentionally. The medical condition. Insensitive joke. I give Will Smith a pass. I give Will Smith a pass on this. And I do. The apology wasn't to Chris Rock. I feel like they should have kind of mutually apologized to each other. But I don't know. He was kind of, talking shit about his wife. The only thing I could say, I mean, it's, hitting somebody. But there is a legal precedent that Will Smith can hide behind. He can say that it's the fighting words doctrine. Fighting words, it comes from the Chaplinsky decision. Chaplinsky, this is a guy who's protesting. He gets arrested. He calls the cop a fascist. And the cop gets mad about being called a fascist and then attacks him or something. But that's where the fighting words doctrine comes from. If a police officer is attacking you, you can't call him a fascist, or that's fighting words, so therefore he can attack you further. And I don't know. I like free speech, and so I don't really like the fighting words doctrine. I think sometimes it can, like I said, I give Will Smith a pass because I think sometimes it can get up to the level. He's talking about his wife. It's publicly in front of everybody. She didn't like the joke. He, kind of laughed from the gut, like the bear, like, oh, 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 I got him. And it wasn't that great of a joke. She, she lost her fucking hair, right? It's kind of mean, just kind of fucking shitty. I also think that Will was civilized about his incivility. Will goes up there, he's, got in a suit and tie and shit, walks up there. smacks him with looked like an open fist or open hand smack. So not a fist to the jaw, so it wasn't like a knockout punch. But he walks up, probably didn't, and actually Chris Rock leaned into it, kind of like, what you about to say to me, huh? What's about to happen right now? So Chris Rock was totally stunned about this. This was not staged whatsoever. And so he leans into it, and Will Smith smacks him, and after Will Smith smacks him, he walks away, and he just kind of like straightens his suit up. He just kind of straightens his suit up, and then that's it. I feel like that's it. But that was like, damn, like what the fuck just happened there? Were those fighting words? Alopecia is probably not cancer, but even if it was a flu, it's a medical condition. It is talking about your wife. I think it's extremely insensitive joke, and yeah, what the fuck? Chris chuckled hard at his own joke, so he's putting a little wee bit of salt in the wounds there. Throwing a little wee bit of Demi Moore. Demi Moore's a soldier. And G.I. Jane. Pinkett Smith is 50. Says she looked furious. I don't think she looked furious. She didn't look happy. She looked mad, but she wasn't like Carla Purdy fucking pissed. Like, the fuck did you just say, motherfucker? And before Chris Rock had made a joke at her, and I didn't totally. Jada boycotting the Oscars is like me boycotting Rihanna's panties. I wasn't invited, so Jada Pinkett Smith wasn't invited to the Oscars. Why? I mean, maybe she didn't have a movie out that year or some shit. But the whole idea was it's too white. Anyways, here's some Abraham Lincoln quotes. Leave nothing for tomorrow. What can be done today? Adhere to your purpose, and you will soon feel as well as you ever did. On the contrary, if you falter and give up, you will lose the power of keeping any resolution. You will regret it. You will regret it all your life, and in the end, it is not the years in your life that count. It's the life in your years. We can complain because rose bushes have thorns, or rejoice because thorn bushes have roses. So free Ukraine. Send Putin to hell. Peace.